Okay, as we get into more modern arranging approaches, one of the things that's important for us to consider is the fluidity of our particular arrangement. Uh, we want it to feel as though one section flows smoothly from one sort of area or from one idea to another idea. And a lot of times when we're sort of charting out what we want to happen, sometimes it's best to draw a line with a variety of shape to it that sort of describes the peaks and valleys that we sort of envision a particular chart going. I think when we have this visual, it then becomes an interesting job to try and replicate this musically. This is a technique I saw Vince Mendoza use that I thought was rather brilliant, and I've been trying to adapt it in a lot of my writing, and I think it would be helpful for all of us. In this case, you'll notice that in this line, you'll see that there's some notable valleys, especially sort of in like the middle of the tune. There's a part where it sort of builds up and then comes back down. Once I've sort of charted out, what I think the flow of the song will be, then I'll go through and make some decisions about what might be happening in each sort of given section. In this case, I'm envisioning a rather long uh, introduction area that sort of sets a distinct mood that doesn't necessarily have very high peaks of energy. Then the entire ensemble will come up, everything will build until we get to the first solo, in which we'll come back down. The solo will build, and then we'll build into sort of a large ensemble section at the end. Remember, these ensemble sections could be a variety of different things. It could be a melodic section, it could be some type of shout or ensemble section writing. We'll talk more about ensemble section writing later, um, with some different ideas that could be utilized in here. To end the song, of course, we could go back to the melody. We could have some type of ending material. There's a few sort of different possibilities that could be there. Also, it should be noted that the energy we're ending on at the ending is much higher than where we begin. This is an important consideration for how we might orchestrate things and what type of melodic decisions we'll make. Secondly, I went through and wrote some rehearsal marks in because, again, I think as we're sort of charting out our music on paper, it's good to have some idea of all these different sections. And that in this case, I'm looking for sort of 5 different sections. I am taking note of where all the peaks are because those are moments where we're going to need a lot of energy. Probably a lot of the band will be playing some type of supporting figures. Secondly, I can also envision a situation where I want the beginning and ending to sound similar. So whatever my introduction material is or begins, I might have a similar sort of statement at the end that sort of provides nice bookends to everything that's in the middle.